Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The Tigers pitching chaos. Narrative came crashing down in the series opener as their first 3 hurlers got absolutely shelled. 7 runs, 6 hits, and 5 walks in just 5 2/3 innings. It was a brutal night on the mound, with 5 pitchers getting action, but the damage was already done early. Reese Olson was the lone bright spot, managing to hold the line, allowing only a single run over 5 innings. But the real excitement is yet to come, as Detroit sends their ace, American League Triple Crown winner Tarik Skubal, to the mound. This guy has been lights out all season, giving up a run or less in 9 of his last 16 starts. Skubal's recent postseason performance was nothing short of dominant, striking out 6 and holding the Astros to just 4 hits and a walk over 6 stellar innings in the wild card round. Unfortunately, Detroit's offense didn't show up to help their pitchers out on Friday. 4 hits, only 1 for extra bases, and a staggering 13 strikeouts, including 5 batters whiffing twice, left them struggling for air. With a team batting average of just .214 in the postseason and 36 strikeouts across 3 games, it's clear their bats have been ice cold when it matters most. Parker Meadows and Jake Rogers may lead the team with 3 hits each in the playoffs, but they've also fanned a combined 9 times. Yikes. Manager A.J. Hinch didn't sugarcoat the situation after Game 1, telling Tigers.com, "Not everything goes as planned, and somebody's going to punch you in the mouth at some point. You gotta react." And react they must. The Guardians wasted no time jumping into playoff action after a week of waiting, smashing 5 runs in the first inning of the series opener. Their patient approach was lethal, as they racked up 7 hits, 4 for extra bases, while drawing 5 walks. Lane Thomas delivered the knockout blow with a 3-run homer in the first, and David Fry followed with a 2-4-3 night, including a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Cleveland was all business from the jump. "It's a blast," Guardians manager Stephen Voigt said via MLB.com. "Our guys work hard, play hard, and cause chaos on offense. It's who we are. We're always going to fight until the last out is recorded." And that mentality was on full display. Cleveland's pitching staff was simply untouchable. They gave up only 4 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 13. After an early bullpen call, 4 relievers combined for 4 1/3 scoreless, hitless innings. That bullpen has been a fortress all season, posting a league-best 2.57 ERA with 42 wins and 53 saves. Monday's starter Boyd faces his former team for the first time in a postseason setting. After coming back from Tommy John surgery in mid-August, Boyd has struck out 46 batters in 39 2/3 innings, holding opponents to a .213 average. He's ready to make an impact, but can Detroit's offense finally wake up? Or will Cleveland's relentless chaos continue to dominate the series? Whenever Tarik Skubal takes the mound, it's Detroit's golden ticket to steal a game, and tonight is no different. Skubal is their ace, the guy you want when the stakes are sky high. Just look back at July when he shut Cleveland down at Progressive Field, giving up just 1 run over 7 innings in a dominant win. Sure, the Tigers' offense needs to step up, but with Skubal in peak form, they might not need much. The key is attacking Boyd early, because once Cleveland's offense gets rolling, it's lights out. If Detroit can grab a lead while Skubal's still dealing, they'll be in a perfect position to tie this series. Take Detroit to win. These 2 teams have played each other tighter and tighter as the season progressed, and defense has often been the story. 3 of their last 4 regular season meetings hit the under, and 3 of the last 4 games overall have been shutouts for one team. So, don't expect a high-scoring slugfest here. Through 3 postseason games, Detroit is averaging just 2.7 runs per game, and Cleveland's bullpen put them in a chokehold on Friday night. Stephen Voigt is no fool. He'll likely turn to his stellar bullpen at the first sign of trouble, knowing they've been the best in the league this season. On the flip side, Cleveland's offense may have looked fantastic in Game 1, but they're now facing their ultimate challenge. No one, and I mean no one, has managed to tag Skubal for more than 2 runs in the last 2 months. He was locked in during the wild card against Houston, and there's no reason to expect anything less than more dominance tonight. Take the under on 6 runs. This game has all the signs of being a low-scoring, tight affair, with both teams leaning on their pitchers to set the tone. Kansas City Royals versus New York Yankees. The Royals find themselves in a must-win situation heading into Game 2, down 1-0 to the New York Yankees in the American League Divisional Series. Kansas City struggled against New York during the regular season, going 2-5, and Game 1 of the postseason was no different, as they let a late lead slip away in a heartbreaking 6-5 loss on Saturday, October 5th. The Royals came out swinging early in Game 1, with Tommy Pham's sacrifice fly in the second inning drawing first blood. MJ Melendez kept the momentum going with a 2-run homer in the fourth, but the Yankees, known for their resilience, took the lead in the third and kept pushing back. Despite Garrett Hampson's clutch 2-run single in the sixth, which briefly gave the Royals a 5-4 advantage, New York refused to go quietly. In the seventh inning, Alex Verdugo's RBI single, set up by a gutsy stolen base from Jazz Chisholm, proved to be the game winner after a controversial call on the steal that Kansas City challenged but couldn't overturn. Michael Wacha delivered a solid performance on the mound for Kansas City, holding the Yankees to 3 runs over 4 innings. However, the bullpen struggled, especially Angel Zerpa, who couldn't record an out while surrendering 2 walks and a hit. The Royals need to clean up their relief pitching if they hope to turn the tide in Game 2. Enter Cole Ragans, Kansas City's Game 2 starter, who has been a rock for the Royals all season. The right-hander posted an 11-9 record with an impressive 3.14 ERA, and he has a history of dominating the Yankees, sporting a career 2.57 ERA against them. Earlier this season, Ragans shut down New York, allowing just 2 runs over 6 innings. He was even more brilliant in the wild card round, tossing 6 scoreless innings against the Orioles while fanning 8 batters. If Ragans can channel that form, Kansas City has a real shot to even the series. However, offense remains a pressing concern for the Royals. Through 3 postseason games, they've managed just a .232 batting average with only 1 home run and 1 double. Their offense has been almost entirely reliant on singles, with 22 of them already in the playoffs. They'll need to find a spark, and fast, if they want to keep pace with a Yankees team that thrives on power hitting. Speaking of the Yankees, they are the top seed for a reason. They came from behind multiple times in Game 1, flexing their offensive muscles when it mattered most. Gleyber Torres' 2-run homer in the third gave them their first lead, and they capitalized on Kansas City's mistakes in the fifth, scoring 2 more runs off walks. Austin Wells and Juan Soto also chipped in with key hits, while Garrett Cole gave them 5 strong innings despite giving up 3 runs. New York will now hand the ball to Carlos Rodon, who has been a reliable force this season with a 16-9 record and a 3.96 ERA. While his career numbers against the Royals aren't as shiny for .66 ERA, he's been sharp this year, posting a 2.08 ERA in 2 starts against Kansas City. Rodon has struck out 12 batters over 13 innings in those outings, and with the Yankees bullpen ready to back him up, Kansas City will have their work cut out for them. New York's offense, which ranked 3rd in runs scored during the regular season, continues to fire on all cylinders. They hit .273 in Game 1, and their power-hitting prowess was on full display as they added another homer to their league-leading total. With their backs against a wall, the Royals need to find a way to crack Rodon and support Ragans on the mound. Game 2 is do or die for Kansas City, and if they can't find a way to silence the Yankees' bats, they could be looking an early exit from the playoffs. Prediction: Kansas City's hopes hinge on Ragans keeping the Yankees' power in check and their offense waking up. But with the way New York is swinging the bat and the talent in their rotation, it's hard to bet against them. Expect another hard-fought battle, but the Yankees have the edge, both in firepower and momentum. The Yankees should have confidence that they were able to get the win on Saturday. This is just their 2nd game in 9 days, and they showed little rust. They hit the ball well, and their bullpen was able to lock down the final 3 innings to avoid a Royals comeback. I expect New York to come out and take the win in Game 2. Their starting Carlos Rodon is this outing, and he has been productive versus the Royals in the regular season. He allowed just 3 runs and had 12 strikeouts in 2 appearances versus Kansas City. The Royals will be starting their ace in Cole Ragans, who is dominant versus the Orioles in the American League wild card. This is going to be a close game until Ragans exits the game. The Yankees should be able to pepper the Royals' bullpen, leading to another close win. Take the Yankees minus 1.5 runs. Kansas City's Cole Ragans was dominant in their Game 1 win over the Orioles in the wild card round. Ragans and the rest of the bullpen did not give up a single run in the game against a strong offensive team in Baltimore. I expect Ragans to throw well on Monday night, along with New York's Carlos Rodon. This is going to be another low-scoring game that is pure playoff baseball. Take the under 7.5 runs.